Hello everyone, Rand here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio River Basin map. Continuing to chop corn here on our big field 19, 24, and 25. Only 2 choppers remaining on the field here so far that have to finish. This one here, for some reason, is quite a ways behind the other one here. I don't know why it's so far behind, but it has 21 minutes to go, so hopefully we can finish chopping the field here this episode. That's my plans. And as I've been mentioning, my intentions are this will be the final episode on Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio River Basin. We're going to wrap it up here with this episode. I'll probably do a wrap-up live stream here at some point, but this will be the last official episode on this map. And then, like I was saying, we're going to play pure farming here for just a little bit, maybe. And then we'll probably go back to the next farming simulator map. Of course, doing a very similar thing here on Broad Acres. For those of you watching the Broad Acres series, we're basically almost doing an identical operation over on Broad Acres. Again, Broad Acres is a 16x map, so that is 4 times bigger than this map. Yeah, and this map's big. Broad Acres is 4 times bigger than this map yet. You know, again, combine up all the fields on this map, and it's probably about the size of 2 of the fields here on Broad Acres. But again, like I was saying there, basically almost an identical operation with chopping corn there. Only have 1 chopper going there, 3 trucks, I think it is, supporting that chopper though. And then we're just simply transferring that chaff from the field with the trucks there to a silo king. So basically identical setup again, like I said there. So, you know, if you wanted to see me fill the bunkers and stuff like that, we're going to be doing that on Broad Acres. I didn't feel like doing, you know, the same thing both on Broad Acres and on Missouri here at the same time, essentially. So, like I said, we're doing the same thing over there. So if you'd like to see more of this, definitely check out the Broad Acres series there. Doing some corn chaffing and, of course, bunker filling and leveling over there. What we can figure out. Oh my, 4 or 5. No, I think I got 5 trucks here on the field. Only 5 trucks, and somehow, oh my goodness, Horseplay, seriously? My first question is, what is this truck doing here? This has been like the issue this entire, well, not the only issue, but been one of the major issues here. Why is this truck going to the stop point? This is the stop point. Again, stop point. The start point's over there. Maybe, you know what, I probably should have done here. So I probably should have had maybe the start point over here. Going around that way. Maybe that would have worked better. I don't know. But anyway, there's all the trucks I pulled off the field here so far. Just again, just to try to keep as much equipment off the field here. So we could, in theory, reduce the amount of derp. Apparently, Horseplay can still find a way. I suspect a lot of the issues we're having here at this point are these trucks probably don't have the collisions set up properly on them. That would be my theory. You know, again, nice looking truck here. Mod Author seems like he did a real nice job modeling it. But I'm guessing the collisions are not set up properly. And, of course, that probably means issues with Horseplay, which we've been having numerous issues here. But we're almost done. I did probably about an hour of work or so off screen there, chopping here. 5 trucks. And we still don't have a truck for this chop. Really, Horseplay? Really? What do I need to do? Have 14 trucks on this field just to keep 2 choppers running? And even then we still probably, there's a truck. Oh, right. Again, this is a big field. So on the field 19, 24, and 25 here, again, we combine these 3 fields up into 1 field here. Oh, that one didn't have a truck either. Interesting. There's the other chopper over there. Like I said, he's the one that's quite a ways behind for some reason. Actually, both of these choppers are quite a ways behind. I don't know why. The last 2 choppers are really far behind. The other 6 choppers here have actually been finished for a while now. I think these 2 here are like a full 4. Full 4 rows behind almost. For some reason. Don't know what was up with that. And just a reminder, too, for anybody that would like to play Farming Simulator multiplayer with us, make sure you join us on the TeamSpeak server there. We keep all the information for the multiplayer servers there in TeamSpeak. Again, you can find that information in the description below there. TeamSpeak is free to download, and if you're not familiar with TeamSpeak, very similar to, say, Discord or Skype, something like that. Very similar type of program. So again, TeamSpeak, I know one question we get asked quite frequently is, what about Skype? Skype is not preferred for gaming. TeamSpeak or Discord is the preferred voice chat client for gaming. And at least at this point, one can argue TeamSpeak is still the better of kind of TeamSpeak and Discord. I believe are like the two big ones here at this point. But one could definitely argue TeamSpeak is still probably the better one of the two. Oh, we're in traffic. Well, that's nothing particularly serious here, except, what are you doing? Wow, really hard to see out the window here, apparently. Okay. Oh, there he goes. This one here is hosing up the operations, I do believe. Yep, there goes that truck. And this one was probably just waiting behind the other two, if I had to guess there. Okay, you are empty. How about you? You're the one sitting here. And if you didn't see any other previous videos on this, by the way, definitely highly encourage you to go check out some of the derpiness there. Oh, this was one crazy chopping adventure here. Like I said, first time I've ever done this with Horseplay. I've obviously run more choppers than this before. I think I ran either 20 or 30 choppers. I don't remember what I finished up at. But for sure 20. But those are all with hired workers, not with Horseplay actually running the choppers here. You know, all on one field, one course. And then, of course, to top that off with 14 trucks running on the field too yet. So if you're doing the math, by the way, 14 trucks, 8 choppers, that's a total of 22 vehicles on this field here, running back and forth. So yes, to be expected, you're going to have some issues. One thing I can definitely highly suggest here, and this is just from my experience, again, this goes contrary to what a lot of people say. I don't know. I guess your mileage may vary, but from my experience here, pathfinding, off. Deactivate it. It works so much better. Off screen there, like I said, I played probably, I think it was like an hour or so, just to get to the point where we started this episode here. And obviously had a few problems. I think I fixed Horseplay a total of 3 times. And of course, each one of the time I had to fix it, it was like a massive pileup. Typically down by the stop point here for some reason. Again, I don't know what was going on with that stop point. It's like Horseplay drives to the stop point instead of the start point. I don't know if that's something with Chaff in here, if it's something weird with these trucks. Don't really know. I guess really the only way I would know is if I switched out trucks, ran an in-game truck. That's another probably good recommendation there, by the way. If you're just starting with Horseplay, stick with in-game equipment. You're definitely going to have the best results with in-game equipment, as Horseplay is tested and tried with in-game equipment. Again, it's going to vary using modded equipment, especially if mod authors are taking shortcuts, not doing things properly, not whatever. Again, I'm not a modder here, so I don't exactly know what all goes into, you know, like collisions and stuff like that with these trucks here. But, you know, if the modder doesn't set it up properly, Horseplay's not going to run properly here with these, and you're just going to have all kinds of issues, which, again, I think that's what we were experiencing here with this chopping adventure. Like, probably whoever made this didn't, just assuming it's probably something with the collisions, did not set them up properly. So Horseplay, therefore, is not detecting properly other vehicles. I don't know if that would have anything to do with the start-stop point. I won't think so, but definitely something going on there with that. See, like this right here. This simply should not, under any circumstances, be happening with Horseplay. Horseplay is supposed to be able to detect this and not do this. Yeah, so it's going to say it's in traffic because it's going to be behind the other one, but not you know, ramming just full speed into it and like pushing it over. That's not supposed to happen. So that tells me there's something. It has to be the truck because I don't think it's the trailers. Again, in-game trailers. So anyway, let's see where we're at here. Looks like this one is probably on its final passing. Oh, really, Horseplay? You're going to do the circle of death? Okay, this is probably something with the choppers here. Who knows what the mod author got wrong here? I don't know, but okay, you're doing the circle of death in reverse, aren't you? Horseplay, you should be ashamed of yourself. I still say Horseplay developers should come up with some way of getting around that. But it doesn't seem like that should be necessary anymore. Again, the Circle of Death has been around in Horseplay, at least since I've been using Horseplay, since Farming Simulator 13. So for the last 13, 15, 17, yeah, so for the last 3 versions of Farming Simulator, Horseplay has been doing the Circle of Death. Oh yeah, still you yet. Okay, that's fine. All the choppers are pulled up here that are not on the field currently, so again, 6 choppers off the field. They're just folded up here, just sitting here. Oh, we definitely need to check too. How much chaff is in the silage bunker here? Not really silage bunker, the Silo King. How much chaff is in the Silo King? Which would be silage if we took the time to put it in the bunkers here. I suspect at this point we can probably fill the biogas plant. Wait for Horseplay to get out of the way here a minute. Boom! Runs into that one too yet. Yeah, see, like I said, that, again, shouldn't be happening. Okay, chaff. Anybody have any guesses? I'm going to say we got to be probably around 10 million. Oh, 11.6. So 11,676,271 liters. And we're not done yet, so we'll probably top the 12 million, or be real close to it, I would think, by the time we're done here. That's going to be my guess. Oh, out of curiosity, somebody did say I should try in-game trailers here, so this is an in-game trailer. Yeah, still don't work. I figured it didn't. That's from our failed attempt here at doing production on this map. We're going to get the greenhouses going. Unfortunately, the compost don't work, amongst other things on this map. Again, one of my pet peeves there with mod authors here in a Farming Simulator. It's called testing. Apparently something most modders here in Farming Simulator don't quite understand what it is. And, you know, granted, on a map this size, I do understand it'd take quite a while to test everything. But still, it does seem like maybe some basics should be tested. Like, does the compost master work or something like that? Does the mixed rations for the cows work? And amongst other, I don't remember all the other derpiness we've had on this map here again, but there's a lot of little bugs on this map. I'll have to say, though, it definitely has been a fun map. We've had a lot of fun here playing with a lot of Horseplay here. Again, just pretty much massive Horseplay courses here on this map. So, pretty much wrapping up here with probably one of the derpiest things we've done here on the map so far with Horseplay, this massive chopping operation. Pretty much the biggest operation I believe we've done on the map here as far as number of vehicles go. We've run 8 combines. With those 8 combines, what, I think typically like 4 grain carts. And then, you know, a truck or 2 unloading the mother bin, which, by the way, worked quite well, by the way. Those mother bins work quite well for Horseplay with overloading courses. Basically gives you a buffer tank to put the grain in, while Horseplay for trucks takes the whatever you're harvesting and puts it into the silo. Anyway, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. John was saying, is there any version of the John Deere Old Iron Pack for Farming Simulator 18 on Android? No, and there's no mods at all for Farming Simulator 18 on Android or iPhone. So you can't get any mods at all for Farming Simulator 18. Tim was saying for the next PC versus console competition, you should play on Spectacle Island. I'm going to say no to that one. And I believe Thomas McConsell doesn't particularly care for that map either. Kenny, the neighbor guy, was saying one of the complaints I've had about console games is that there's no antiques, and what few mods there are doesn't have equipment to really do anything with them. I'd be ecstatic to see this mod and other implements for the Xbox. Would also like to see some old JI case tractors and equipment like SCDC and VAC. Not entirely sure what SCDC and VAC means right off the top of my head. He is talking about the old Farmall pack here. Marhof was saying, being carrots are a root crop, why don't the modders come up with a header that works for it, like the potato harvester? These are carrot harvesters that they can copy, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure there are carrot harvesters they could probably copy. And there actually is a carrot header available for the Homer. In fact, I probably have it active here. Yes, again, it's just modded to support carrots, but at least it looks a little more official. For those of you watching the Broad Acre series there, we're using a New Holland CR1090 with a 45-foot draper head to harvest carrots. Carrots, which are obviously a root crop, cannot be harvested with a regular combine and draper head. But, at least, like I said, this probably still isn't the proper head here for it. But at least it's a little more realistic. So, yes, there is a carrot head available in Farming Simulator. Just apparently, from what I've been told, it does not work with the carrots that are on Broad Acres. I don't know why that is, but probably a slightly different script for carrots there. Again, ask me why I've got so many trucks on this field and I'm still not getting serviced by Horseplay here. What is Horseplay doing? You're unloading. Okay, well, that makes sense. You're full. 14 mile an hour. Everyone keeps saying I need to speed this up, and you're probably right. But with the amount of derp we've had, I don't know that I want Horseplay to go any faster, so... David was saying you should get a 90-foot draper head. Now that is OP. Yes, 90-foot draper head. That is definitely OP. You can get 60-foot draper heads. Apparently the headers that are available in Farming Simulator here, though, the 60-foot ones are a little bit derpy. And not to mention with the pipes, make them a little bit harder to unload as well. So that's why I've never used the 60-foot draper heads. I believe I do have them active in the game here, though. And like I said, 60-foot, that is at least a little more realistic. They do have 60-footers. Let's see if I can find them here. I might not have them active anymore. I might have taken them out. Oh my, what a lot of headers. Nope, I must have taken them out. Okay. David was saying, finally got Horseplay to work in field 13 with 4 combines and 16 trucks. 7 million liters of chaff so far. So 4, and I'm assuming he means 4 choppers here. 4 choppers and 16 trucks. Oh my goodness. He's saying on Broad Acres. I'm not sure if that's on the multiplayer, if he's playing that single player, but... the William was saying that's me trying to make money on silage on Broad Acres. So it must have been the William there that was setting up the biogas plant there. which I know I mentioned it earlier here, but again, if you'd like to join us on Broad Acres, information's in the description below here. Okay, now I just got a comment here too and say, you know, someone was mentioning a while back, you know, why do you repeat that so much? Well, it's because of this very comment here from Farmer Joe, and not meaning to pick on Farmer Joe here. He's not the only one that does this quite often here, but Farmer Joe is asking, do you have a dedicated server? Because I want to play with you. Yes, you're asking this on the Broad Acres series, which is a multiplayer series. I believe I probably mentioned it at least twice in that video, that if you'd like to join us, you're welcome to do so. So again, for those of you who ask why I keep repeating that, well, apparently I repeated it twice in that episode. At least I'm pretty sure I repeated it twice. I usually do at least at the beginning and usually close to the end, sometimes 3 times. And then I still get asked by people who would like to join. Well, it's okay. I mentioned it 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times in the video, who knows. And, you know, again, still get asked. So, come on, driver, just go. Okay, so that makes 7 choppers finished. What do we got? Maybe about 10 minutes. You're not seriously coming to unload this chopper, are you? Send home. Go, go. Ah, good, okay. Like, how many times do I have to tell him, really? Let's shut the lights off here too a minute. Okay, why does it look like there's lights on here? Is it another chopper? Oh, right. Getting the right chopper here. No, that is still not... What in the world? Try this again. Let's go all the way over to this side here. There we go. Right? There. Now we got the lights off. So yes, one more chopper to go here yet. Again, he's just sitting here. He's got 5 trucks on the field, and we still can't get one to the chopper in a timely manner. Not like the truck's even that far away at this point. Jeffrey was saying, I know what the problem is. It doesn't like you stopping single player, so Horseplay is taking its anger out on multiplayer now. Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what Horseplay is doing. I have no doubt about it. You're going to do the circle of death right here. I'm not even going to waste my time finding out if you're going to. I'm sure you're going to, so... Jeffrey was saying, it sounds like Thomas has given up. Where's he going? Pretty sure he should be going there. Just saying. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he's doing the headline. Yeah, he's doing the headline, isn't he? Ooh, okay. I rather thought this would be the closest waypoint here. Apparently one of those was closer. Okay. Anyway, back to Jeffrey's comment there. He was saying, sounds like Thomas has given up. Did he finally realize the... Seriously? Come on, truck. Stop the nonsense. Stop it. There. Oh, no. Cut it out. Mega was saying, haha, Case are a bunch of wimps. Yeah, for those of you who seen the start of their last episode on Broad Acres. Horseplay, what? Okay, what are you doing now? But yeah, for some reason the Case tractor there was flipped over and laying on its side next to a John Deere tractor. All kinds of good jokes I can make about that between Case and John Deere, but Tom was asking on Pleasant Valley, how do you make a chipboard? Well, the best thing I can suggest is open up the little menu thing there, find the factory that makes chipboard, and then once you do find that factory, it'll tell you what components and stuff you need for the chipboard. So just bring that to that factory and you got chipboard. I don't remember right off the top of my head what chipboard takes again. Speaking of Pleasant Valley, though, I don't know if it'll be out in time, but the mod author is supposedly working on another version of Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley, I don't know what he's going to call this one, but it's supposedly going to be a 16x map. Somehow that doesn't... What are you doing over here? How much you want to bet? This is the truck I told how many times to, you know, stop and go home. Right. Wait, he's not even on the field. There, let's, you know, just cut out the nonsense there, Horseplay. I told you how many times to knock it off, and you still apparently... Oh my goodness, Horseplay, really? I had this problem with one of the other choppers as well. I don't remember which one it was. I couldn't get the truck to leave it. I was like thoroughly attached to it and kept coming back for some reason. Didn't have any issue with the other ones though. Just told them to, you know, stop and, you know, go home, and they seem to be fine. But yeah, how about we just get you? There's only... Oh, there's another one behind us. That's why. Get these trucks off the field. We don't need that many anymore. In fact, the last truck should be real close to being able to finish it up. Okay, we'll stop you as well. Get you off the field. And we want to leave you, let's see, what are you waiting for fill out? Yeah, so okay, you're probably going to be following that truck. In fact, this is something I don't get either. Waiting for fill level. Typically, Horseplay goes and follows the other truck. It's not doing that, and I don't know why. Because, yeah, if you look, 90%. He should be following the other truck. He's set at 50%. Don't know what's up with that. So yes, I definitely have a couple picky grievances here with Horseplay, that's for sure. Like literally, go follow the truck. You're supposed to do that. At least you used to in the past anyway. Maybe they changed that. Maybe it doesn't anymore. I don't know. At least in the past, for those of you who maybe watched some of my previous chopping escapades, you'd have one truck working the chopper. Usually once that truck got to a certain fill percentage, another truck would follow behind that truck. So you would essentially have two trucks working the chopper. You know, once the one filled up completely, the other truck would just pull right up next to it. That doesn't seem to be happening here, and I don't know why. Again, maybe it's something to do with that truck. I don't know. Or maybe it's something they've changed too. Maybe that's not a feature anymore. That could very well be. Well, what do we got? 5 minutes left to go yet here. Here's the full one. Okay. Which truck is... Wait a minute here. Yeah, so you're probably the one that is supposed to be... No, you're not even set to a combine. Okay. Well, how come I don't have... Back to the chopper. Yes, it does have a truck listed, but which is it one of the ones I stopped, I wonder? It shouldn't have been that one. Been one of the recent ones I stopped here. I'm not sure why that one says waiting for fill level to be reached then, though. Let's see, are you set to something? Nope. How about you? Aha. That's probably the problem right there. Also set to none. Most of these have been stopped here for a while, so I don't think... you shouldn't see this on any of the other ones here, I don't think. Okay, are you going to go do your job? Hey, there we go. All right. I know a few people have said increase the speed here. So if we put the cruise control up to 62, I just want to point out what happens. You noticed it went back down to 14. So for everybody that keeps saying turn the cruise control up, the only way you can turn this up in Horseplay is to go to the speed tab here and turn up the field speed. And again, like I mentioned, don't know that I want to do that. Again, you know, Horseplay's being derpy enough here, so just to stop you, we'll get you off the field here as well. And we'll have to check here again when we're all said and done how much chaff we got in the silo king. And like I said, going to be the wrap-up episode here, our final episode. And we'll probably do like a wrap-up live stream here in the next couple days, hopefully. And just a reminder, we do live stream here, typically around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just about every night, not necessarily every night, but when we have time. So make sure you have the notifications turned on, you're subscribed, and then you will get a notification whenever we do go live. We stream both on Twitch and on YouTube, so you know, if you prefer live streaming over on Twitch, you can follow RDAllen over on Twitch there as well. Again, Twitch seems to give a little bit better streaming experience, I would have to say. Not to mention a little more reliable, the notifications there. Oh, 4 minutes to go here. Yeah, 4 minutes and Horseplay will be done. And again, keep in mind that's if Horseplay keeps going. So if this truck fills up here, which it might, I don't know. Yeah, I would think we'll probably fill another truck here, I would think. I don't think we'll be able to get to the end here. We're what, halfway down the field? Oh, we might get to the end here. We'll see once. I haven't really been paying attention to how quickly the trucks have been filling up here, so not entirely sure on that. Anyway, a couple more comments here. Andrew was saying, my computer would have died if I tried to play on Broad Acres. Good map for the Big Bud. Yes, it is. Definitely a very good map there for the Big Bud. We don't have the Big Bud currently active on the server, though. We have talked about doing that. Again, one of the main reasons we don't necessarily use the DLCs all the time, though. If you use the DLC, it requires everybody that plays on there to have the DLC. And obviously not everybody that plays has the DLC, so... Planet Jacob was saying, you're going to have fun selling that chaff. Yes, as I mentioned, I have no intentions of doing anything with the chaff here on Missouri, on this map here. I did ask the question there, I think last episode or episode before, if anybody wanted me to actually try to sell it. I don't believe I had anybody say that they wanted me to do that, so... With that in mind, I'm not going to, and like I said, if you do, just watch Broad Acres, because we'll be doing, or attempting to do, the same thing over there. In fact, if you watch the last episode on Broad Acres there, it's kind of the initial trial there of starting to set it up, and see if we could get it to work and actually unload from the Silo King. So, again, the way this course is set up, if you're following it, this truck goes and unloads at the Silo King, so there's one central unload point. We don't have to worry about, you know, okay, this bunker's full, now I gotta fill up that bunker, gotta fill up that bunker. I got one course that fills up the Silo King. And then from the Silo King, we'll set up a Horseplay course that goes from there to whichever bunker we want to fill. So much shorter distance, much easier course to record. In theory, should work just as well. We seem to be having a little derpiness there with the leveling tractor there on multiplayer. Horseplay wasn't detecting the truck that was trying to unload in the bunker. Don't know if we got that resolved yet or not, but we were having some issues with that. Oh, there we go. Next truck. Why are you not empty? I very much doubt the Silo King filled up the remaining 3 million, so I don't think that happened. But I have noticed this happening a couple times here as well. Horseplay is not fully empty. Don't know why, but I've seen this a couple times. Another rather annoyance there with Horseplay. Man was saying Horseplay just wants to piss you off. Oh, I'm sure it does. You know, again, keep in mind with what we are doing here, we are taking Horseplay to its limits. You know, Horseplay isn't necessarily designed to do what we're doing with it here. Yes, it is. It can, but it's not necessarily designed for this much equipment on one field, I guess you could say. Again, with the mode here we are using, 8 choppers or combines is the limit. Now, again, like I mentioned there, you can get around that limit, but it would take a little more work. And I don't know, frankly, don't find it worth it to do that. Especially on this map, as there's no fields big enough, I don't think, to take advantage of that either. So, while the fields on this map are big, they're not that big. Okay, so this truck will hopefully get us to the end here then. Joseph was saying, I think at the end of this series, you should sell everything and see how much money you have after you sell it. I don't know why everybody keeps saying I should sell everything at the end of a series. Doesn't really prove anything if you ask me, just to see how much money we have. I mean, we could go through the shop there and just quickly add stuff up and figure out how much we have. We got, what, 12 combines, 8 choppers, 17 trucks. 17 of these trucks, I believe, so a total of 20 trucks altogether. Driver? Oh, wait, I'm in the truck. Nope, I want to actually drive course. You can continue. Getting the chopper here. Send driver home. Stop this driver. Good. Nothing listed there. See? Did what he was supposed to. He's going home. At least he is at the moment anyway. Oh, so there we go. Finished in the rain too yet. You, like, didn't even unload at all. Okay, really, Horseplay? Like I said, it shouldn't be full. There's no way we got the last 3 million here in the last couple minutes. Yeah, it's not full. Just Horseplay being silly again. Anyway, we'll wait for the other truck to unload here. We'll see once how much is in the Silo King here. You folks can place your guesses. Let me know. How much do you think we ended up with off of field? Again, 1924.25 here. I'm going to guess it's going to be probably just under 12 million. So maybe like 11,900,000 or something like that. So we definitely didn't fill the Silo King, but we sure came close. The other truck has, what, 70% in it? Oh, too far there. Oh, where's he at? Oh, about halfway. Okay. We can speed him up a little bit. Oh, we can actually set him all up to 62. Oh my, I think what kind of issue this is going to cause. The problem with turning up the speed, I noticed Horseplay does not manage its speed very well, so... Yeah, it's exactly what I figured. He couldn't make the turn going too fast and just completely blew it. Okay, we'll just stop you here and let you unload a moment. There we go, unloaded. Okay, let's find out how much we have in here. Again, anybody have any guess? What do we have in here? Should probably be set on it, so if I just push R... Nope. We're going to have to change to it. Okay. Those wood chips. I think the next one is chaff. Yes, it is. Oh, we actually got over 12 million yet. So a little over my estimate. So 12,161,232 chaff. Wow. That is a lot of chaff. So yes, over 12 million. There's what, 5 bunkers over here? Or is there 6? I think there was 5 bunkers, right? So yes, if there's 5 bunkers, this biogas plant won't even hold all the chaff. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, assuming they're all fully functional. At 2 million apiece, they won't hold it all. So we got more chaff in the Silo King than we can put in this biogas plant if we filled up every single bunker there. That's a mite crazy. Just from, it's kind of sort of 3 fields, but we made it into 1 field there. I didn't really time this all out all together. I think the time has been on real time, so I'd have to go back and look. But I'm going to guess this probably took about 4 hours, maybe a little bit more than that, to chop this entire field, even with Horseplay's silliness and derpiness. I think we did what? This is the 4th episode on chopping, if I remember correctly. But yeah, with that, like I said, final episode on Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio River Basin. Make sure you stay tuned in the future. We'll probably do some sort of wrap-up live stream here. No plans for another map just yet. Like I said, I want to play pure farming here for just a little bit. And then we'll probably pick another farming simulator map. I know several good ones out there at the moment. So anyway, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching and until next time.